Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. This is probably going to be the worst Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile that you'll probably ever see. Because this is going to be super janky. I don't have a proper place to hold my camera, so I got to hold it. My hands are shaky. But I'm going to make this pre-link deck profile because I've been meaning to do this for a while now. One of my friends wanted to see my real-life Yu-Gi-Oh deck since we play a lot of Duel Links. And yeah, so shout out to your boy Theo for this video, I guess. But this is going to be the pre-link video. I did, today, I bought the structure deck for Link that I'll do an unboxing on, but I wanted to make a video just of my pre-Link version of this deck, as I said 20 times already. This is a on ice, red eyes combo deck. And yeah, it works for me for local play, but it's not like tournament level, especially after Links, because Links just kill this deck. And yeah, let's get on to it. So this is the on ice build right here, so we'll go for the main deck first. So I got one copy of on ice, one copy of Stargazer and Time Gazer Magician, one of these little combos right here, Scale 1 and Scale 8. Skull Program, yeah, I haven't done a deck profile ever, so we got Permapal, Skull Pro Crobat Joker. These names are terrible. This card's super good. You can search for any Performapal, Magician, Pendulum, or Odd Eyes monster. Basically, I can search for any monster I want for my deck with that guy for scale, so it's amazing. We got Noble Dragon Magician for the Odd Eyes Meteor Burst plays. Wisdom Eye, probably one of the best scale 5s out there because you can literally search your deck for any Magician scale or Performapal card for that. Super good. This is probably the best scale for this. We got Ulf Dragon Magician. This guy's good for searching out for my Odd Eyes guy because I only have one copy of Odd Eyes, as you can see down there. So there we go. One copy of Mole Dragon Magician. Anxiety Magician is just in there for the level 7 reason. This is a level 7 XYZ deck at the same time, so I like to have level 7s in there. Probably one of my favorite scales. They're not the best scale combo, but I really like the Dragon Pit and Dragon Pulse Magician scale combo. I really like these a lot. So I like to have, I wish I had 3 copies of this guy because these guys are pretty nice. If you discard a Pendulum monster with, you can use Dragon Pulse's ability to destroy a monster on the field. If you discard a Pendulum monster, you can activate his ability and destroy a spell card on the field. Very nice. This scale is really overpowered, especially because it's a Pendulum. When this card is normal, especially somebody you can target one monster on the field, banish it. Evil the Powerful Joker. No, the Aether, the Evil Powering Dragon, super good for this deck. Because you can just, before a Link format, you could Pendulum summon it if your opponent destroys it, or if you destroy it, you can just bounce it back from your extra deck, banish your opponent's monsters. Super good right there. Now let's get on to the Red Eyes combo. This card right here, great to open up with. Black Snow Legend, you can search for any Red Eyes monster in your deck, so we have that. We have the Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. It's a Gemini monster with a dragon, so this is really good too. Very nice. We have Archfiend of Red Eyes, Archfiend of Lightning, 6-star Archfiend monster. Very nice. We have Keeper of the Shrine. This card's really good for my dragons because Odd Eyes is a dragon and Red Eyes is dragon. Basically, if one of my dragons dies, I can special summon him, I think. Let me read this real quick. Yeah, let me read this real quick. This card can be treated as 2 tributes for tribute summon their dragon monster. While this card is in your hand or graveyard, if a face-up dragon monster on the field except Keeper's Stone sent to graveyard by a card effect or because it's tournament battle, you can special summon this card. And then if the monster is sent to graveyard as a normal monster, you can add 1 dragon type normal monster from your graveyard to your hand. You only can use the effect once per turn. So Keeper's Shrine, really good. Red Eyes Retro. I never really used Red Eyes Retro that much, honestly. It never really comes up, but if a level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster you control except Red Eyes B-Chick is destroyed by your opponent's attack or card effect, then to your graveyard while its card's in your hand, you can special summon this in face defense position. And if you do special summon as many as destroyed monsters as possible in the same position as are destroyed. Red Eyes Retro, really nice card right there. We have a Red Eyes Black Dragon. So a lot of my deck has a lot of level 7s, and it's easy to summon them because I can Pendulum summon them if I have scale 8 through whatever. So a lot of this deck relies on level 7, but the issue is Link kind of breaks it, but it's whatever. But I got 1 copy of Red Eyes Black Dragon, 1 copy of Buster Blader, Memphis Armed Dragon, Dark Magician, aka Dank Magician. Then I have Fencing Fire Ferret that came with the structure deck. This card's pretty decent. Nothing too crazy. If this card is destroyed and set in the graveyard, target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy that target, and inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Very nice card. Then I have 2 tuner monsters for synchro plays, because I have some synchros in my extra deck, very nice. Red Eyes Fusion, probably one of the best fusion cards in the game. So if you have this card, you basically fusion summon your boss monster right away. Really nice card. You can fusion from your deck. I have 2 polys. I forgot to mention too, my deck swaps around a lot with my Blue Eyes White Dragon decks. I don't have multiple copies of certain spells and stuff like that. So I think I usually run 1 polymerization in this deck because I have 1 polymerization in my Blue Eyes, but I took it out. Changed the deck a lot. Basically, it's my side deck, but I don't usually run 2 polys. I usually only run 1, but we have 2 right now. Sky Iris, very good to search out for Odd Eyes Dragon. Pendulum Call, super good card to search for scales. Discard 1 card, and you basically get to search up for 2 of your magicians, pendulum monsters. It's super good. Very good right there. I love that card. Summoner's Art to search for my level 7 5-star guys, or like Summoner's Art, you can search for a normal 5 or higher monster. This card is really good for searching for my level 7 monsters like Dark Magician, Red Eyes, or I can search for my only scale right here. Can search for that. Summoners are a really useful card right there. We have Scapegoats to stall, very nice. We have Sacred Sword of 7 stars since I run multiple level 7 cards. Good. Draw a card, banish level 7, and draw 2 cards. Soul Charge, this card's really interesting that I got. Target any number of monsters in your graveyard. Special summon them, and if you do, you lose 1,000 life points for each monster. Special summon effect, you cannot conduct your battle phase. You only can activate 1 Soul Charge per turn. This card's pretty nice. I usually only use like 1 summon 1 monster. We have a board right here. I do not have Regeki, so gotta settle for Dark Hole. Usually when I swap out my polymerization, I usually run 2 Mystical Space Typhoons to take up back row, but this right now I'm running 1. But I usually swap out Poly for 2 Mystical Space Typhoon, depending on which person I go against. We have the Return of the Red Eyes, very nice card. Basically, every time your Red Eyes monster dies, you basically get to bring 1 back. Yeah, oh no, if you control a Red Eyes monster, you can target 1 normal monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If this card in your possession is destroyed by opponent's card effects on your graveyard, you can target 1 Red Eyes monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You only can use the effect of this once per turn. Very nice card. One of the best Red Eyes comeback cards right here, Red Eyes Spirit. Super good. You just search for any Red Eyes in there. We have a nice foil Mirror Force from the Legacy of the Duelist set. Throw one of those in here. Another Board Wipe Torrential Tribute, very nice. 1 Dark Bribe to counter my opponent's monsters. We have a Metalmore because, you know, it's alright. Probably could have a better card in there, like maybe another Mirror Force or another Dark Bribe, but we have a Metalmorph right there for the lulz. Pretty good card. And last but not least, you have Call Haunted, search for any of my monsters, and there you go. Very nice. Let's go on to the extra deck, which is mostly level 7 Xyz monsters. It's usually what I always do. So we have a Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon, and then last but not least, I never summon this guy, but he's still here for the level 7 memes. 2 level 7 monsters, number 28's Titanic Moth. Next up, we have some 4 stars, because why not? We have this guy, Korgadon, the Luminescent Knight, and then we have Gem Knight Pearl. Now, I don't have Utopia. If I had a Utopia, I would definitely run this over these 2 guys, especially this. I just throw this guy in here, because why not? He's nothing special. He's just a 2600 monster with no effect. Nothing too crazy. I just have him in here, because why not? And now we're into the fusions. I swap this card a lot with my Blue Eyes deck. It's very versatile. If you have 2 normal monsters, you can fusion summon first dragons. If I have Buster Blade, Dragon Swordsman, because I have Buster Blader in the deck, and he just needs a dragon monster to summon, so I have that in there. Very nice. We have Rune Eyes, Pendulum Dragon, just need a Spellcaster, and Odd Eyes, Pendulum Dragon. Very nice. Very strong boss monsters. Then we have Dark Paladin, just because I have Dark Magician, Buster Blader. I never really summoned Dark Paladin, but, you know, it's there to be there. This guy, Archfiend, Black Skull Dragon, this guy is just a beast. He's a 9-star, and basically I could summon him instantly with Red Eyes Fusion if I just have it. Very nice card. Too bad my camera sucks D, so you can't really read the text. But you only can special summon an Archfiend, Black Skull Dragon once per turn. If this card battles your opponent's cards, and effects cannot be activated until the end of the damage step. If damage collections performed involving this fusion card at the end of the battle phase, target 1 Red Eyes monster in your graveyard. Damage the original attack for graveyard and shuffle it back into your deck. Really good card right there. I mostly like it so I can stop my opponent from doing stuff. The card that I can never summon but I have in here is Trishula, the Dragon the Iceberry. I just threw him in here because why not? It's a very nice card. This is from the Legacy, the Duelist. Probably one of the best cards in my deck, but I can rarely summon it. Summon this guy a lot. On Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. Very nice. And then last but not least, we have Tempest Magician in here. That's pretty much the deck profile. I guess I could show some combos with the extra deck. Usually my combos evolve. Here, let me actually, here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to set the tripod up. I'm going to have to like weave this basically because my deck is messed up. But basically I can try to come up with some combos right now or something like that with this deck real quick. Because usually, even though it doesn't seem that consistent, it is somewhat consistent for local play at least, because I only play local play. And this is not a good tournament deck, especially because links are out. But before links, this deck was pretty consistent actually, because of the fact that I just need at least one spell from my deck to search out for my stuff, because I have a lot of ways to search for my scales. Because this deck mostly revolves around just getting my pendulum scales out on the field and then summoning level 7 monsters. So usually, I mean, this deck can brick, and if it bricks, it's pretty bad, but if it doesn't just do bad, it's pretty good. And then, yeah, then I have my extra deck, tool deck, you know. So we're going to pretend that we're playing in pre-link format where it's not all stupid. Gonna draw my 5 cards. See if I can get anything good. Now, this is usually what I say is a bad hand. I don't know. I can usually do some stuff with this. I can stall with Mirror Force, set down Red Eyes, stop my opponent with Dark Hole, you know, something like that. I could use this hand. I would just, if I went first, I would probably just set my back row and call it good. Keep stalling until I get cards like Sacred Sword. See if I got Wisdom Eye right here. Stuff like that. I don't know. Usually I just stall and then wait till I can get something good. It's usually how it is. I mean, that's usually how it is in local play anyways. Because, you know, not everyone has the money to drop on these decks and stuff like that. Now, a hand like this is pretty decent, even though it is all monsters, but like straight up start off with the Red Eyes, Blackstone Legend, summon it, search for my deck for Red Eyes monster, special summon that, boom bada bang. Still got these extra cards in here. Trap if my dragon goes away, draw monster, Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning, all that shabam. It's pretty nice. See, usually this deck just kind of revolves. If I have at least one card to search for stuff, then I'm gonna go off with it basically. But like I said, it's just a local deck. It's nothing too crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. Maybe I can get a duel out real soon or something like that. But yeah, it's pretty much it. Usually the combos revolve around this. If I have something like Sky Iris, I can search for my Odd Eyes, Pendulum Call. I can get my Magicians out, special summon Odd Eyes and stuff like that, or Red Eyes or whatever. A lot of nifty stuff right now. Since I did order my deck, though, it's pretty bad right now. All the monsters and spells are jammed apart, but usually after some good shuffling, it's pretty spaced out and whatever. And all that good stuff, but yeah, just usually it's pretty good, though, in my opinion. But now it's going to have to change it for Link. That's why I bought this starter deck. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this little deck profile. If you guys did enjoy this pre-link deck profile, be sure to leave a like. This is nothing too crazy. This is just what I can make with my deck currently and what I have and all that good stuff. But yeah, that should be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. And yeah, that's going to be it. Peace.